£1. And for every £1, you get $2. I know that's not exact, but just to make the example easier, I'm not going to play about with too many decimals. So, for example, if you get £2, right, pause the video, have a think, how many dollars would that be? Right, so £1 is $2, so you have a £2, you should be saying you get $4. Okay, right, let's do another one. If you have £3, how many dollars would that be? So you should have paused the video, how to go with that one. So that means you get $6. Right, this time, if you were given $8, so do it the other way, pause the video, how many pounds would that be? Right, okay, you should have realised that is £4. So basically a ratio is when one thing goes up one amount, another thing goes up another. So every £1 you get $2, every £2 you get $4, £3, $6, £4, $8. And you know, that'll be on all the way. So £5 is $10. Let's do a bigger example. So let's say if you've got £100, pause the video, what would that be in dollars? Okay, should pause the video, how to go, that would be $200. Yeah, this is a nice example, just so you see it in a bit of context. And in this is the simplified form here. Yeah, pen just suddenly went there for a second. This is a simplified ratio in its simplest form, but this ratio here, 100 to 200, is exactly the same as 1 to 2. Okay, it's the same. This is simplified. Simplifying ratio is very similar to simplifying a fraction in terms of the method and how you do it. So if you add something like 5/10, that goes to a half. Yeah, this is a simplified 1/2 is a simplified version of a half. 5/10 is the same size as 1/2. Okay, exactly the same. That's just simplified. Just wanted to make sure that's another lesson I did that on as well. Okay, that's on another video where I go into fractions, but you can treat it kind of the same way when you're simplifying them. Right, let's do another example. Let's just box this off. Let's say if you're this time you have 3 and 1. Let's say this is butter. Yeah. Keep it a real life example, much as possible. Butter and sugar. Right. So for every 3 grams of butter, you get 1 gram of sugar. Those are into baking, with recipes, this is extremely relevant to that, okay? So I'm telling you, for this specific recipe, for every 3 grams of butter, you get 1 gram of sugar. So if I have 6 grams of butter, how much sugar would that be? Pause the video, have a go. Right then, you should have seen this has doubled, so I have to double this side. So that'll be 2 grams of sugar. If I have 3 grams of sugar, how much butter would I need? Pause the video, have a go. Right, so it'll be 9 grams. Okay, so if you can see, basically for every 3 grams of this, I need 1 gram of this. And this is basically how ratios work. So hopefully this has give you a bit of an idea, okay? Right, now I'm going to give you a question, and you're going to have to simplify that, okay? We'll go into that. So if you have the ratio of 15 to 20, so call this question, this is how it will be in an exam, okay? And it will say here, simplify, yeah? This is the key word for this question. Yeah, it might say simplify the ratio, but simplify. Okay, so your answer is going to be as a ratio. What I want you to do, pause the video, simplify this ratio. Okay, so should have paused it. You've got to think, what number goes into 15 and into 20? Ideally, you want the biggest one. Yeah, that'll help you do it a lot quicker. So I can see that 5 is the biggest factor, so biggest number that goes into 15 and 20. So if I divide both of these by 5, so 15 divided by 5 is 3, 20 divided by 5 is 4. So the ratio 15 to 20 simplifies, in its simplest form, is 3 to 4, okay? Hopefully we're starting to see that. But 15 and 20 is different from 20 to 15, okay? It will still simplify to the same answer, but it will be written the other way around. Right, so that's A. Let's do another one, let's do B. So let's say you got 22 to the ratio of 16. Yeah, it's not always the smallest number the biggest number, or the biggest number the smallest number. It can be either way around. It's important we expose and see it in different ways, okay? So pause video, have a go. Right, so this one, hopefully you've seen, because they're even numbers, you can 2 goes into them, okay? So you don't always have to have the biggest number. If you can't see it, just keep halving the numbers, especially if it's even. That's the easiest way that I always tell my students. So half of 22 is 11, because we divided by 2. Half of 16, divide that by 2, is 8. And that doesn't simplify anymore. 11 to 8 is as far as that will go. Right, let's do another one. Let's keep going. This will be the last one like this, and then we'll step it up that bit more. Let's see if I've got 28, okay, and 49. So, pause the video, simplify that one. Right, this one, hope you've seen that 7 is the biggest number that goes into 28 and 49, okay? Because 28 divided by 7 is 4, 49 divided by 7 is 7. Right, another way you can see this ratio, this will be question D. You can get it 3 sections. So you might have something like 14, 26, and then 8. The way you do it is exactly the same. Okay, you've got to think, what number goes to 14, 26, and 8 to simplify it, okay? So pause the video, have a go. So what you've seen, 14, 26, and 8 are even numbers. So instead of thinking, what's the biggest number, just think, well, 2 goes into it. So I just half them all and then see where I end up. So half of 14 dividing by 2 is 7. Half of 26 is 13. Half of 8 is 4. Okay, so this is simplifying ratios. I mean, I could go on loads of examples, and I will, when it gets nearer to exam time, I will do like practice questions so you can see it in context. But this is the basic skill of simplifying ratios. So, this has been Maths with Jacko. I'm Bradley Jackson, the online maths teacher. You know, comment, let me know your thoughts. You know, if you want it to be any different this video, go into any more detail, just let me know, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, take care, and I'll see you next time.